Welcome back. So I thought I'd check in following, my new bike day video, which told you about my fabulous fast line coloured Canyon new bike. And this one, I forget all of it. It's here we go. It's an Aeroad CF SLX. It's got the DI2 gears, and it's pretty whippy. I wasn't sure how much speed I was going to get out of it. I've got not a bottom range bike for my other bike. I've got a Venti Basso. This is my Basso. Let's have a look. So that's my current bike, or the bike I had before. And it's an okay. It's like a mid to bottom range bike. Maybe it's a mid-range bike. I think it cost me about £3,000, the Venti Basso, so it's not cheap. But I was wondering whether by spending £2,000 more, so the Canyon cost about £5,500, whether it was going to really make a difference. That's a lot of money to spend and a massive investment. Really, is it going to make me much faster? Now, I've got these Ironman World Champs coming up, and quite frankly, I've probably bitten off far more than I can chew, and I need to go faster. And I'm working on the whole idea that just do whatever you can in terms of, kit, resources, anything I can get my hand on to make me go faster. I know ultimately I've got to do it, but if I've got the right kit, it's going to make it easier. So how am I getting on? Well, I've had a few challenges with it. I got a maintenance person, Adam from A to B, fabulous Adam, to kind of make it up. I'm not, I don't know about how to build the bike, and there were a few bits and pieces I needed to put together, and there was a bit of a problem in the crank. There was an electrical problem where they hadn't fitted something together, and he spotted that, was able to take the crank off, put it together. I did complain to Canyon. They were very good, and they refunded me his time because, that was something that, it should have come fitted, and I think they just hadn't connected it properly. So that was a bit frustrating, but fortunately I had someone to do it. I had to kind of downgrade on my little pouch, because the one I have for the Basso was huge, and I suddenly realised I can't be, travelling on this amazingly whizzy bike and have all of this clumpy kit on it. One, it's unnecessary, and two, just doesn't look any good, right? I also had an issue because I need a pocket, like this front pocket. I mean, this isn't about the Canyon, but about the bits on the Canyon. This pocket that I had to buy because my other front pocket was really high, and so that wasn't very aero. Means it doesn't fit as much stuff in it, but I do need it for nutrition, and when I'm doing very long distances, I do want to pick into it and pick out what I need. I've also got, I bought this from Canyon, the attachment for the bike computer, which, I don't know, fitted for a while, and then it started wobbling off, and I was in a race, and the thing started shaking, and it was just, I think, some kind of problem with the bolt. Anyway, I fixed it a few times. It wasn't fixed. I've had to change the bolts on it. I think it was just a bit of a dodgy bolt or something. But anyway, it's fine. I had another issue with my own fault probably. The tyres, you screw in. I don't even know what these are called. The pump where you sort of pump the air into the tyre. God, I'm really sounding like a real beginner here, aren't I? You pump the air in there, and every time I took the pump off, the whole thing came out and let all the air out of the tyre. But it just wasn't all screwed in properly. So once I got that sorted, everything was fine. I put some protector material. There's like a special tape you can buy for your bike to stop, when you have these pockets on, they rub on the top of your bike, and you get these marks. So my Basso has all these marks across the top bar because I've had the little pocket thing on it rubbing it. So hopefully that will stop it. I was toying with not putting it on because I didn't really want to stick anything on it at all, but I needed to put something on it because it was going to damage the paintwork. So I've got special tape for that. But you know, I had a bike fit on it, as you know, and it's kind of in a good position for me. I think I need to do a bit more strength and conditioning in my arms. It's a bit lower for me, so I've had to do some like weights to, like, I don't know, strengthen myself up so my basso was a bit more upright. That was deliberate because I was, you know, much more early stage in my cycling, and I felt that I wasn't really I don't know, I didn't have the need to go forward. I didn't want to go forward. I wanted to stay upright, and it was much more comfortable for me. But now I feel I need and want to be more further forward. I think it's better position all round. I think I've just got more confident on it as well. So is it faster? This is the burning question. So I did that 70.3 a while back, and definitely I was faster than how fast I'd done 2 years before, but that could be just because I'm a better cyclist. I've been going out with my cycling club and I've been going out with a slightly faster group, and I feel much more comfortable keeping up. Before I sort of struggled a bit in that faster group, and I feel now that I'm not struggling in the faster group, I'm just maintaining and feeling comfortable there. And I do put that down to the bike. I don't think I'm getting massive more speed out, but maybe, you know, 1 or 2 miles an hour. It's quite a lot over a period of time. I've done some little races on segments of roads. We have a segment of the year competition, and to begin with, I wasn't doing very well. I sort of went out a couple of times and thought, oh, this is not working, because the gears are quite different. I've got sort of an extra couple of gears, and they're automatic. So, or when I press this front gear, it changes all the way through from the, you know, the big wheel to the smaller, the big cog to the small cog, and back and forwards, and I was just not used to that. I'm used to doing it all manually, and I'm very comfortable with the manual stuff. But I do like the electronic gearing. I'm getting much used to it, more used to it now. And recently, I went out and did a couple of segments that I got quite good times. So I was quite pleased with my performance on that, and I think that is partly down to the bike. It hugs the road. That sounds weird, but I thought I would feel less safe on it because it was a faster bike, but actually I feel more safe on it. I feel more controlled. I feel like it's got me, whereas the other one maybe hasn't got as much. I don't know. It just sort of it's got a bit less. Sort of, maybe it's too rigid or something. Maybe it doesn't have the elasticity or something that this frame sort of has. There's some sort of you know, difference in, I don't know if it's the suspension or the way the bike is sort of, what the material it's made of has made it much more sort of the user experience better. I don't know how to describe it really. And the tyres or the wheels are amazing. I mean, these are DT Swiss ones, which are known to be pretty amazing, and they do feel that they grab the road. Yeah, I'm not a supersonic knowledgeable cyclist, you can tell that. And I was concerned about spending extra money on what just seemed like a bit of a, you know, a purchase that might just give me, you know, a little bit extra, or just a fancy looking bike. But it is more than that. It does go faster, and it is designed for speed. And you know, I've named it Fast Line because its colour is called Fast Line. That's what it came with, Fast Line. And on days where I'm not feeling it, I call it Slow Line. So yeah, do I like my Canyon? Do I like my Fast Line? Yes, I definitely do. Is it the be all and end all of me going faster? I can still go fast on my Basso. Can I go faster on my Canyon? I think I can. I'm learning it, and I think in the long run it will be faster. And I mean, I think maybe it might take as much as half an hour off my full Ironman, you know, 112 miles on the bike. I mean, that's quite some size when I start to sort of look at it. So yeah, it's I'm really pleased I did it, and I'm wondering why I didn't do it earlier, because, you know, why would I not? I mean, because I guess I thought my other bike was fine and good enough. And it turns out I actually don't think it is good enough now. Anyway, that's me and my review of the Canyon. It's a pretty decent bike. They're a bit cheaper than some of the other, you know, aero bikes on the market because they don't go into the shops. You can't buy them in the shops. So it's straight from the wholesalers. Had to get it online, and they do like special days where you can go and ride them. I took a bit of a punt at it because I'd had a bike fit and the geometry looked like it would fit me fine. So I went with it. But you get quite a lot for your money on Canyon. So yeah, get a Canyon.